Hello family and friends, this is Rob the Sapper Gardener, representing Essayons Family Garden and the Hot Rodders today. And I'm about to go give our chickens one of our favorite healthy treats that we give them. We give it to them in moderation, and that's the Grubterra black soldier fly larva. We try to give it to them later in the day, that way we know they're eating their chicken pellet feed and they're eating this as a snack. But we're also going to talk about something else we have in the garden that we have an abundance of this year, and yeah, it's a lot of it this year. And sometimes we see things as a nuisance or invasive weed, but then once you actually research it a little bit, you find out that there's two sides to the coins. It could be a nuisance when it's taking up your garden space, but it has some beneficial uses too. So let me give the chickens their little treat, and then I'll come back and I'll talk to you about our purple dead nettles. Hello, ladies. Getting mighty excited. So we are Grubterra affiliates, so we have an affiliate link that I'll drop below. If anybody's interested in buying some, you'll get a discount with that using our code. But I want to talk a little bit about this. And this, if I'm not mistaken, is purple dead nettle, and it's actually 2 out of 3 wrong, because it's not dead, obviously, and it's not even a nettle. It's actually a member of the mint family, and it grows everywhere throughout the United States, North America, but we have not had it everywhere in our lawn and garden like we do this year. And it actually isn't edible, and it can be used for a few other things too, and it's pretty easy to pull up. I'll come out and I'll just do this now and hopefully not grab any spiders, and I'll just pull it up like this, and I'll throw it into the chicken coop, and they love this almost as much as they love the black soldier fly larva. But this doesn't give them quite as much exercise. The black soldier fly larva, sunflower seeds, scratch grains, things like that cause them to do a little bit more digging and scratching, so they get a little bit more exercise. But this is a nutritious treat too, and again, we don't overload them on treats, but I'll give them this since I've already dug it up anyway. So we've got the purple dead nettle all throughout our garden, and it's not a native species. It actually came from Europe or Asia or Eurasia, but it's definitely got a foothold in here in North America now. We've got it everywhere, and I suspect we had our house built 11 years ago almost, and it was probably here then. They tore everything out, they cleared it, and put down sod and seed, and we didn't notice it as much. We've always noticed it in the garden, and I just never bothered to look it up. I thought it might be a mint, which it is a mint, but yeah, it's everywhere now. So we tear it out by the bucketfuls now. We got it over here around our greenhouse, our sitting area, which we haven't done much sitting yet. We've got it in a lot of our beds this year, which we have not had as much of, but it just spreads, and it's actually one of the first things to pop up late winter, early spring, and it's actually a good sign. We've got a lot of other weeds around here too. We got clover, we've got a bit of everything, and you can see a difference. This is a bed that had mint, sage, a few other things in here, and there's a mint that we've planted, and then here's the purple dead nettle, and both are invasive. If you let them get away from you, you can see some of both up underneath our deck, and we just got to come tear it out. But there are a lot of good uses for it, and I'll talk about that really quickly. So first things first, I am not a doctor, I'm not an herbalist, I'm none of those things. I don't have a PhD in weedology, but I do have Google and access to the internet, and I read up on this a lot. And there are a couple of things that you can use this for. It can be made into a tea, just like many other mint plants can, and it's supposed to be really good when you use it that way. We have not. We've got enough of the mint that we've planted that's grown out of control that we've never thought to make a tea from these, but we probably will this year, just since it's everywhere. As we pull everything out, we can save some just to give it a try. And it's supposed to be really good in tea, so that's one major benefit. The other benefit, of course, is it's edible, so we can give it to our chickens as a treat, and they love it. They scratch it up, they peck it, they go crazy for pretty much everything that isn't their chicken feed pellets. And another use for it, and again, I'm not a herbalist or medical professional, so do your own research or talk to someone who is an expert, but I have 2 family members who are allergic to poison ivy. They're actually allergic to a lot of things, but poison ivy is something we have here on our property. And the purple dead nettle can also be made into a salve to help treat itching, and we are definitely going to make some of that this year and try it out, and hopefully we won't need it a lot. Hopefully my wife and oldest son don't get into the poison ivy and have a breakout, but if they do, that's a nice natural remedy that we can try to help with that before we go to the urgent care or the emergency room, because they are very allergic. So few good uses. When you find weeds in your garden, always do a little research before you just take it and throw it away. If you can use it as a benefit, it's already used you as a benefit. It's already gobbled up some nutrients from your soil and water from watering the plant, so you may as well get as much out of it as it's gotten out of you. And one other thing that you can use this for, obviously, is making yourself a tea to feed your plants, compost tea. We'll do that, and we've done that before. You just take a trash can, 5-gallon bucket, fill it up with whatever plants you're weeding from your garden, add a little bit of water into it, let it steep for a few weeks. The nutrients from the plants seep out into the water. You take that water, you water your plants, and the nutrients that they've absorbed, they give back to the garden. So hopefully this was a quick video, probably not, but yeah, just wanted to talk a little bit about one of the things in our garden. We're warming up now. We don't have any frost in the forecast, but we're not going to rush any plants out until our last frost day. And we'll also double check the forecast to make sure. But quick video on another treat for your chickens, if you have chickens, or a weed that can be used to benefit yourself and your family. So on behalf of the family here at Essayons Family Garden, I'm Rob the Sapper Gardener, saying God bless our great country America, and God bless you wherever you reside around the world. Take care. Sapper out.